to our SQL session, and in this session we are going to be looking at what we are going to be looking at grouping sets. Grouping sets in SQL are used to generate multiple grouping sets within a single query, allowing us to aggregate data at different levels of granularity. This features is particularly useful when we need to compute multiple levels of summary information in a single result set. Now, these grouping sets provide a more efficient alternative to using multiple union all queries to achieve the same result. So, in a nutshell, a grouping set is what? A grouping set provides a concise and efficient way to compute multiple levels of aggregation in a single query, thereby simplifying complex reporting and analysis tasks. So, these are they are especially valuable in data warehousing and business intelligence scenarios where you need to generate diverse summaries of a large data set. So, for us to demonstrate, to practicalize this grouping set, we need to create a sample table. We need to create a sample table. But before I do that, we are not going to be using our HR database now. We are creating a new table. We say use fruit basket. I'm using a fruit basket. The database we created some sessions back and control. All right, now let's go ahead. I want to create a table. I will name this table inventory table. That is the name we are giving to this table. So the table will have 4 columns: warehouse, products, model, and quantity. So these are the 4 columns that will go into our inventory table. Without further ado, let us create our table. Our table name will be inventory. That's our table name. We will say warehouse, variable character 255, and we say we are taking products. Our warehouse must have a product and 255 as well, and this we say not null. And we are going to have a model which is going to also be a variable character. Shouldn't be that long, 250, not null, and we need quantity which must be integer. Right? Let us define our key. Primary key will be warehouse, products, and model, right? Let's you say close this and this. Let us go ahead and let's just execute this query. Oh, there is already inventory. Let's test this on inventory app. Okay, let's give this one inventory app because there is a database. There is a table that is already named inventory in my database. So let us go ahead and execute. Now, good. We have changed this onto inventory. So let's go ahead and populate this our inventory app with data. We will say what? Insert into inventory app our column warehouse products model and quantity close this and the values will be what let's say Lagos our products will be iPhone. The model will be 6x. Yes, iPhone 6x, and the quantity, let's say 100. Insert. We have to insert this in multiple times into inventory app warehouse products. What do we have there? Model and quantity. And we will say values will be Ikeja Lagos. Then the iPhone will be what model? iPhone 6x, and the quantity will be 50, right? Let me just copy this so that and paste it multiple times. Control C, Control V, Control V. So inventory app will now change to what? Let's change this to Lagos. Oh, sugar. Let's change this to Lagos. and iPhone 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 7, and the quantity as 50, and let's change this place to iPhone 7, and the quantity will be, let's say they sold 30. Control V, and we change this one to what? Let's change this one to 70. Inventory Lagos, this one should be Lagos. iPhone 11 Pro Max. 11 Pro Max, they sold 150, and here still same 11 Pro Max, 11 Pro Max, 11 Pro Max, they sold, say they sold 200. Yeah, which other phone brand do we have? Lagos, they sold, which phone is next? So iPhone, so Samsung, Z10, and they sold 200 of these, and they came here, this same brand, the Ikeja store, Samsung, what this same Galaxy the Z10, and they sold same quantity here. Control V, they are then this Lagos here, they sold Samsung, Galaxy S series, the S series, how many quantity? We sold 100. And here in this Ikea store, the same Galaxy S series. They sold uh, Samsung uh, Galaxy X. How many they sold there? They sold, let's say 150. And let us execute our query. Alright, we just populated. Let's view the table. We just say select all from inventory app. Alright, you can see now these are the warehouse, the products, the model. Let us continue. Now let's say want to return the number of stock keeping units SKU stored in the inventory app by warehouse and product. Here it is. Let's say we want to get this. What we do is say select what are we selecting now? The warehouse and the products somewhat some quantity as what? As KTY from where are we selecting from? For our inventory app. Group by what? Warehouse and product. Execute query. Now we have what? We've returned the number of stock keeping units stored in the what? In the inventory app by warehouse and products. And we now sum the words, the quantity. So we return the quantity of each product sold or stocked in the words in each warehouse. So for Ikeja, Lagos, iPhone is what? 330. This same Ikeja, Lagos, Samsung is what? 350. In Lagos, in our at the other what? In another store, in another warehouse in Lagos, iPhone is what? 300. Why Samsung is what? Is 300. Now, let's say we want to return the number of SKU by warehouse. We want to return the number of SKU by warehouse. We will use the word by using the grouping set here. What we need to do is say, okay, select. What are we selecting from? warehouse and want to sum the quantity, our quantity as what? KTY. From our inventory app, group by what? By warehouse. Group by warehouse. Let us execute our query. Can you see now? Based on inventory, in each of these locations, we have those words. We sum the total quantity of the products stocked in each of these words. Warehouse, Ikeja, Lagos warehouse, the total quantity of what? Of product that was stocked is what? 680. While at the other warehouse in Lagos State, somewhere around Lagos State, that wasn't mentioned, happens to be what? 600. So it aggregates all the what? All the product quantity, but we are using because of what? Warehouse. So all the warehouse it locates and what? Sum all the products that is stocked in each of the in each of the what? Of the warehouse. Let us continue. Going forward from here, what we need to do is, let's say we have some other example. We want to return the words product, the number of SKUs by what? By product. So it's as simple as what we did earlier. We said select products, sum quantity as KTY from where? From our inventory app. Group by products. Group by what? By products. Let us execute. Can you see now? See the total number of products. iPhone 630, Samsung 650. Going further, we have another example here that says we want to return the number of SKUs for all warehouses and what? And products. All we say is what? Select and we use the sum of what? Quantity as what? As KTY from our inventory app. And let us see the total sum of the words of the products is what? Is 1,280. Now, so far what we have done is to what? We have done four grouping sets the warehouse, and products, warehouse, the warehouse itself, the product, and the what, and the quantity of what, of product. Now let's say we want to return all grouping sets using a single query. All these examples, all these 4 examples that we have done, we want to return all of them. We want to have them in a single query. What we need to do is to use the words union all. The words using the union all operator. We are going to make use of the union all. What the union all does is to what? Is used to combine results. It is used to combine results from what? Sorry, please. It is used to combine the results of 2 or more select statements into a what? Into a single result set. Into a single result set. Okay, using this union all, we will say what? Select all. Select warehouse, the products, and some quantity as quantity from our inventory app. From our inventory app, we say group by what? By warehouse and products and products. Union all. Here we now specify that what? Select warehouse when it is none, sum the quantity as was ATY from where? Our inventory app group by warehouse. Say union all again. Select. What are we selecting this time around? The non value, the products, and sum the quantity as KTY from inventory app For our inventory app, app, group by product, group by product. We now say union all. This is actually going to be long. I told you, select union all. Union all, select what now? All the null value. We want to aggregate them as well. All. We need their sum, the quantity as QTY from our inventory app. Because we want to supply products, we said we want to what? Return. We want to combine all these 4 queries together. So using the union what? The union all. A very long query. And let us execute. Can you see now? So what it does is it picks in individual warehouse all the values, both empty rows, empty ones. It returns everything. You can see that in what? In this center, as you can see clearly from the output, the query word generated a single result set with the aggregates for all grouping words, for all grouping sets that we listed here. All these grouping sets that we listed here, where the products are null, where the warehouse are what? Are null. We ask what? We listed them out, we grouped them. But if you notice that even though this query works as what? As expected, it has 2 main issues. It has 2 main issues, and the first is that the query is difficult to read because it is lengthy. It is difficult to read because it is what? It is lengthy. And secondly, it has a performance issue. It has a performance issue because the database system has to scan the what? The inventory app table multiple times before you can generate what? This result set. So it takes time, right? It takes time to run. If we want to scale this query, and what do I mean by scaling? To resolve this issue, this is where what? The grouping sets come in place. And like we said the other time, that the grouping set is an option of the group by clause. So the grouping set defines multiple grouping sets within the same query. To do this using grouping sets, applying grouping sets to the query above. We will say what? Select this is the syntax for grouping set. Syntax. Grouping set syntax is what? Select your column. Your column. The column, your aggregate function, your aggregate function, which will be your what? Your column 3, and from what? Table. Then your group by, then your grouping sets, which will be listed as C1, C2, C1, C2, and you close this, you close the parentheses and this. So this is the word, is the syntax. So this query is defining what? In 4 groupings. This query is defining what? This query defines 4 grouping sets. So to apply this based on the above, we said select warehouse products sum the quantity as KTY from our inventory app. Our group by, then our grouping sets here. Our grouping sets we will now define it as well the warehouse and products followed by the warehouse itself, followed by the product itself, and the null goes into that and this. So that's how. Can you compare this query with what? With this long union all here. So let us execute our query. As you can see, look at it. So look at the numbers of words of null. Inventory by what? By iPhone. Inventory by iPhone, non-iPhone 630, Samsung 650, all inventory 1280, while inventory by what Ikeja, Lagos is what is 680, while Lagos itself is what 600. So this is the interpretation of this. So in a this query is what this query becomes what more readable. Let me comment. This query is more what becomes readable and performed faster. The query time is very what is very low compared to the Union Hall. And the query above. Because why? Because the database the database system does not have to read inventory, our inventory app table multiple times. So this is how we use the grouping sets in SQL. Thank you.